Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Thursday, the 11th of March, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, high school championship set for this weekend. And in our feature for this evening, Green takes honors at CSS Sports Meet. We'll take this break and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. The Giant Mall-sponsored High Schools Cricket Championship within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis got underway on Wednesday, 11th March, with matches in St. Kitts and in Nevis. At the E.T. Willett Park, arch rivals Gingerland Secondary and Charlestown Secondary faced off in what eventually ended as a one-sided contest. CSS won the toss and elected to bat first and got off to a rollicking start, compliments of openers Patrice Nisbet and Justin Armadan. Opening bowlers Ryan Solomon and Kimani Nisbet strove to bowl quickly but were generally badly lined. CSS eventually got to an imposing 264 from 32 overs. The JSS team was then skittled out for a mere 86 runs, with left-arm spinner Jaden Carmichael doing the brunt of the damage. Summary scores: CSS 264 for 5 in 32 overs, Justin Armadan 78, Tijari Clark 51 not out, Jelani Manners 32, Randolph Sigolam, he got 25 not out. Jevon Manners for JSS picked up 2 for 33, Ryan Solomon, Kimani Nisbet and Delroy Prentice got 1 wicket each. For JSS got to 86 all out in 20.2 overs, Tyree Jeffers top scored with 25, Leandra Huggins got 20, Kimani Nisbet 15, Jaden Carmichael, that is, 5 for 19. Jen Griffin 3 for 16 and Terran Webb 1 for 3. CSS won by all of 178 runs. Tomorrow, Friday, the 13th March, JSS will go over to St. Kitts to take on a development team there, and CSS will face off with Keon at the E.T. Willett Park. Armadan back in strike. This one is up, he's driving. The man at point comes across, knocks it down, and they'll go for the single because he doesn't control it. And one more to the total. Here he goes once more. He bowls short. He's swinging at that. Definitely not backing down his Patrice Nisbet. Going high over square leg. Braces in now to bowl. He's flashing at that, but that was a good delivery. Touchdown. Made some movements away. And the microwave at this one. As he races it now to bowl to Armadan. He's swinging in the air. That's gone way towards Superfoods. Fast bowlers don't like to be treated like that. Moves in now to bowl to Armadan. Armadan is backing away, almost look premeditated here. As he moves in now, back of the leg says, slashes that. What is a beautiful shot. He dragged it down and Armadan laced it through point for 4. Nisbet settles. Well, it's Nisbet to Nisbet actually. He's bowled. It was a wild slug there by Patrice Nisbet. Lifted his head, and for once, Kimani Nisbet got it on stumps, and he has clean bowled Patrice Nisbet, who really lifted his head. It was an atrocious shot after playing so well. Now to athletics. The now annual high school championships for the high schools on Nevis will take place over this upcoming weekend. A press conference was held at the Bank of Nevis chief sponsors on Wednesday, 4th March. The speakers at the press conference included Director of Sports Jamia Claxton, Mr. Fionn Jones, Marketing Officer at the bank, and Mr. Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education. Let's get some excerpts.
The 2020 Bank of Nevis Limited High School Championship is scheduled for March 14th and 15th at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. This year, the event is going to be under the patronage of Mr. Perrier Skeet and Ms. Josephine France, who are past outstanding athletes for high school athletes as well as national team athletes for St. Kitts and Nevis. Both would have contributed significantly to track and field in Nevis over the years, and we're delighted to be in a position to recognize their contribution.
We in the Ministry of Education, we like partnering. And we like partnering because it enables us to create platforms from which our students could perform. And I know athletics is one of the areas where our students like to, as we say, show off. And the Bank of Nevis is once again on board in coming behind or putting their money behind an event that I think has a lot of potential of growing into something that is even as big as into primary. Over the years, well, a few years ago, we started to have the inter-high school championships again on Nevis. We went dormant for a couple of years, and we are delighted that we could find a partner such as the Bank of Nevis, Department of Sports, the Ministry of Sports, to be spearheading this event once again. I would also like to thank all of those individuals who are working with the athletes, the coaches, the teachers, the principals, the support staff, because putting a team together is one thing, but going out and having all the parts come together, it takes a whole team effort. The students on the track, yes, but behind the scenes you have the principals and you have the coaches and the teachers and the rest of the support staff that makes things happen, and we want to say a big thank you for all those persons who are working behind the scenes.
I just want to express how elated I am and that the Bank of Nevis Limited has once again partnered with the Nevis Island administration, in particular the Ministry of Youth and Sports. This is the third year that we're bringing to you the Bank of Nevis Limited High School Championship. I must say that I look forward to this time of year. It's a very exciting time. I have fun, and I am pleased with the level of performance that we see from the athletes, NIS, CSS, and also Gingerland Secondary High School. I want to as well invite the general public to come out on the 13th, which is the pep rally. It's going to be in the heart of Charlestown. Last year it was a very well attended event, and we are hoping to replicate the same thing again this year. And we have a special surprise in stores for the children as well. So we hope to see you there. I also want to mention that the track race, the meet, will be on the 14th and 15th at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. So we're inviting general public to also come out and experience the festivities. Everyone is invited, as I said. I'm pleased to once again, for the third year, sponsor the Nevis Island Administration Nevis High School Championship, now named the Bank of Nevis High School Championship. 20,000 reasons. Thank you very much for partnering with us. Job well done every year.
We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Can you ride one of these? Then you might want to take part in this. The National Weight Loss Programme, in association with SKM Moves, the Nevis chapter, is hosting its second event, the Bike Relay, on Sunday, the 22nd of March 2020. Registration now open. Come and sign up at the Health Promotion Unit upstairs office in the Ricardo Keynes building. $20 EC registration fee. Deadline registration 17th of March 2020. Full details will be given on day of registration. For further information, contact Sheila James on 469-8010 or 469-5521 extension 6393. It's gonna be a fabulous bike relay.
Well, I'm back, and tonight athletics is in the spotlight. The Charlestown Secondary School held its much-anticipated annual sports meet on Sunday, 8th March at the Nevis Athletic Stadium or the Mondo Track. The distinguished patrons for the day were the impeccably attired former student athletes Shamaya Newton and Roslyn Dunrad. Despite the delayed start to the proceedings, the impressive march past set the tone for the afternoon, and what a day of track it was. Several records were broken, and some of the outstanding athletes included the Keynes brothers, Kamali Newton and Tiana Liebert. The races included matchups in the 400, 800, 200, 100, 4x100 and 4x400 meters events, along with some exciting medley relays. The sizable crowd thoroughly enjoyed the meet. The final point standings: Greenhouse 268 points, the champions; Goldhouse 205 points; Red House in third with 189 points, and Blue House in fourth with 158 points. We go now to the Mondo track and we get some of the excitement.
Green, red, blue, and gold. Round the bend come. And green is in it. Look at Young Newton. Young Newton coming down the stretch here. Followed by red. Red is looking good. Oh, we're waiting for the man pass here. We're waiting for the man pass. Green pass it up. So is red. Now gold and blue. Blue is struggling. Blue pass it up. Around the bend they go. It's green. Green, red, gold and blue. Into lane one, into lane one, into lane one. Oh, blue has moved into third. So it's green, red and blue. Green, red, blue and gold. And lane one is the lane. Lane one is the lane. Red is looking good. Red is pulling back. Red can come back here. Red takes green. Red takes green. And they come around the turn. And around the turn they come. And down the final 100 meters. Red takes green. Blue is coming. Green is there. Blue is coming. Green is there. Down the final stretch. Green and blue. Red and blue. Red, green and gold. Oh, blue takes gold. Green. Oh, it's a... What a rush! Blue takes the gold. Blue takes gold. Blue takes gold. Oh, what a rush! It's a good start for 100 meters. It's the first of the 100 meters. Out front it looks like red. Challenge strongly by gold. It's gold. Gold takes gold. Red takes silver. Blue takes the bronze. Unofficial results. And the opposite on the 14 bars. As they come down the track. Red on the inside followed by green. Here's the man on the outside looking blue. As they come down here. Green, blue, red. Green, blue, red. Who's going to take it? Green, blue, red. Green. Green takes gold. Red takes silver. On the 14 bars. 100 meters. And it's a good start. It's the under 16 females. They're looking at the record by Kilita Perkins. All 14 blue, red, gold, red, silver, and we take the first. It's a good start for the under 16 100 meters. And they're off to the good start down the track. They come green on the inside, red and green. Here's gold as well. And they come down blue on the outside again. And they come down the track here. It's going to be close for gold. Green on the inside. Green with red again. Green takes gold. Gold takes silver. And it looks like the man in the white top. And they're off. It's a good start. The under 18 females. Looking at the whole record. It looks like Goldhouse out front. Looking good. Challenge strongly by blue. It's gold, blue takes silver. And red, blue, gold. And the opposite goes start on the inside in green. And they come down the track now. And 18 males. And they come down the left and look at the green. Green on the inside red. And they're going to come down the green. Oh! Green takes gold and silver. And ahead. Take the ball. And it's a good start. It's the under 20 females, 100 meters. On the inside, it looks like Young Perkins of Red House. And then we have another red. So it looks like we're taking. And it's going to start down there on the 20 boys. And they come down the track. In between there, they have a money blue. And they come down the track. Young kids. Crazy goal. This is going to be a good one. Hayes is going to take gold, Lucas gold, and silver, and gold took the bronze.
Good show, CSS. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.